Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. While we're waiting for that, I suppose I should get the game started. Alright, so that started. What's going on, everyone? So, I know that I don't have any watchers yet, but let's get started anyway and hope for the best. I have sent out the link to this stream. So, today we are going to be we're going to be playing Empire Earth: The Art of Conquest against a hard opponent. But first, what I'm going to be doing is building a civilization that's appropriate for that. After all, what I'm going to be doing, I'm going to be going up against the hard mode opponent, and I'm going to need every bit of, I'm going to need every advantage that I can come up with. For example, spaceships will need extra range so that they can take out a space turret easily. I'll give them a cost reduction so that I can afford to spam the space capital ships. I think I will. I won't be needing the additional pop cap because I'm not going up against any. Because I'm only going against one opponent. I mean, let's be honest here. It's hard mode, and in this game, even easy can beat you. So if easy can beat you, then hard mode is going to be next to impossible, right? Hmm. Citizens and fishing boats. Yeah, I think we can go with a cost reduction because what I'm going to be using the market and buildings, walls, and towers. I think I'll reduce their build time so that I can build up. Actually, no, I'm not sure. Hmm. Yeah, I think that build time decrease and attack should be effective because if my the opponent AI is not smart enough to use it's not smart enough to use the range strategy because, well, I mean, it's just the AI. It's not like I'm playing against a player here. So since we're one of the advantages that I have over the AI is that I can age up much more quickly than he can. So what I'm going to be doing, I'm not going to start out in the space age. I'm going to start in the modern age. And I already tried out hard mode. Got my I had everything handed to me on a silver platter. Everything you can think of. My ass, my everything. So before I get started here, let's check on the stream again. Supposedly I am live. Let's see, how's my connection doing? I do appear to have access still. Strange. Okay, on here I am live, so that everything you can think of. So that does tell me that I just need to refresh this page. You know what? Let's let's keep this for now. I'll keep this tab open in case I need to change any of the settings, and I will keep this tab open so that if any so that I can more or less keep track of my viewers. So let's get right back into it. I'm going to start the game. Now, since this is a hard opponent, I'm going to cheese it a little and actually use the pause function. First of all, who am I up against? Looks like I'm up against Italy. Oh boy.
How can I help?
So first, let's select the civilization AAA hard mode space. I just built that place.
How can I help?
So I'm going to build 5 citizens. I'm going to build a market.
Right away.
These guys are going to find... Let's see, do I have any animals? I don't... Wait, animals don't spawn on planets, do they? This keeps it fair in case the opponent has
Okay.
has like a Mars planet, because in those cases they have the carbon trees instead of the normal trees, and animals do not spawn on Mars, so why would they spawn on any planet in that scenario?
Okay.
I'm going to just queue this over here. Oh, I am going to get so demolished. Did I not set the queue right? I guess I didn't.
Okay.
Now my strategy is this. I'm going to race forward and try to sucker punch the enemy before he even has a chance to get to the space age. If I can do that, then I've basically won the game. Reason being is that if I can if I can attack him before he's even reached the space age, then he's not able to build any ships. He can't really fight back against my spaceships. If I do use space fighters, that's a different story, because like even now I can build an airport, I can build fighters, and air fighters will always do better than space fighters. So that's an issue to worry about. But to be honest, I'm not worried. I am a little bit sweaty. I am sweating a little, but I'm not too worried. We've got a market, speaking of which I should set that to hotkey number 9. I only needed the 1 town center because I wanted to increase how fast my citizens are being built. I don't actually need it doesn't get me anything to actually put a town center right next to a food patch. Now, if I were to put them next to a gold mine, however, a town center gets like a 15% increase in the resources gained from a gold mine and an iron mine, so that's a different story altogether.
How can I help? Right away.
How can I help? Okay.
How can I help? Right away.
Each farm, yeah, that's what those are called, each farm costs 50 wood, so that's how much wood I need to get a farm started. At the same time, each citizen costs 40 food. So it's a cycle here. I'm trying to balance between getting food and getting wood. I get more food, I build more citizens. I get more wood, I build more farms. To get more food, to get more citizens. It's a cycle. I can basically turn both of those resources into whatever I want with the market. Anyone who's played Age of Empires knows how powerful the market is, and any people who are used to Age of Empires who do not have the market will thoroughly miss it. If you're not using a custom civilization, then the non-custom civ that has the market is the United States, and it can only use the market from World War I to from that point forward, which kind of sucks. I mean, you can't use the market during the during the prehistoric age. Alright, it's been about 5 minutes, so I think I'll check the stream again. Doesn't look like there's anyone actually watching. I have both my tabs open, which that's why it says there's 2 watching, because there's 2 tabs that are watching. I think I'll close the YouTube gaming tab.
Ready. Right away.
The big focus here is purely on the economy. If I can build up a good economy, I can age up quickly, and from there, I basically have the game in the bag.
Ready. Right away.
Ready. How can I help? Okay.
I pretty much do not need stone at the moment. All it is for me is an asset that I can use to turn into something else. All these resources currently are nothing but untapped resources. Even the stone mine with its useless rocks can be sold and turned into gold, then the gold can be turned into anything else that I need at the moment.
Ready.
Ready.
Speaking of gold, I think I will build a settlement right there.
Ready.
I like to put my settlements basically right on top of the gold mines and any other mines because it allows the town center to get the bonus. As I mentioned before, each town center is a 15% bonus for a gold mine or iron mine that's within 2 tiles of itself. From there, capital gives you more of a bonus, but obviously this capital isn't right next to anything. And the bonus is not quite as large, I believe. But at the same time, you're looking at the population that the capital and the town center has in it. Right now, the capital has 15 out of 50. If you max it out at 50, it has a maximum bonus of 50%, which is pretty impressive. Not sure how it mathematically adds up, but whatever.
How can I help? Right away.
Even though at some point granaries are pretty much useless because I'll have something like 20 or 30 or 50,000 food that I'm not going to be spending because I'll be maxed out on my mines and run out of wood at that point. But from the perspective of having a market, if I have 50,000 food, I can turn that into a certain amount of gold. Not quite sure how much gold yet, but you see where I'm going with this.
Ready. Okay.
I like to let each citizen deposit its resources before I send it to build something that works with a different resource. That way I basically make sure I get the resources out of the time that it's spent. For example, it takes a certain amount of time to get 1 wood, and if I just send it to the gold mines before it's deposited that 1 wood, well, that's a huge waste of time. But it can hold up to 15 wood, so if I let the villager deposit the 15 wood, then then that hard work is not wasted.
How can I help? Right away.
How can I help?
Looks like my economy is getting nice and strong.
Ready.
Ready. Right.
These citizens are going to populate that iron mine. Even though I need gold to get food and wood, iron is a very valuable resource nonetheless. You need it to age up, and you need it to... you can sell it for a lot of gold.
Ready? Okay.
If I recall, at first it basically is a 1-to-1 ratio, where you buy 100 iron for 101 gold, or you can sell 100 iron for 99 gold. That is the closest thing you can get to a 1-to-1 ratio.
Ready. How can I help? Okay.
How can I help?
I'm going to populate that food patch as well, and I'm going to upgrade my iron mining. I kind of want to send an observation balloon to check out the enemy, but I know that I can't send satellites until the digital age, which kind of sucks. It just adds to the anxiety of it all. I should build a hospital. Hospitals have citizen speed bonuses.
How can I help?
Alright, I need more wood.
How can I help? Right away.
I need more wood. Better watch some porn. I do not have any idle citizens, which is good. That means my economy is going hard. I could build an AA gun in case the enemy comes after me with space fighters. I mean, that's one of like 3 ways to fight back if the enemy comes after you. But in that case, if he comes after me with spaceships, which he's not going to do, then I wouldn't be able to fight back at all, basically. I think I'll put all these town centers on hotkey number 1. If you heard your heart beating, that wasn't you, that was the hospital that just got built. Magnetic resonance imaging, it only increases the healing rate, so I don't need to bother with that. I mean, I'm basically going to engage in a massive space battle, and hospitals are worthless for space battles. All they heal is your troops, and you're building spaceships, not troops.
How can I help?
How can I help?
How can I help? Okay.
Wood is a finite resource. Food will basically last forever. I mean, yeah, my forage patches will eventually deplete, but that's not the same as having literally 299,915 food in a farm. As opposed to, these start out with 3,000, I believe, or was it 2,000? I don't know, you get the idea. They quickly run out. And let's check the math here. 4 times 5 is 20. 40 times 5 is 40 times 5 is 200. I can only get about 400 citizens out of a single forge patch. Okay, that's actually a lot more than I thought it would be. Actually, here, let me check it on my calculator. I can only get about 50 citizens out of that, so apparently my head math is not the best.
How can I help?
Settlement here.
Okay.
I could build an airport in case I really want to get that quick sucker punch out, but planetary fighters suck against an AA gun, and especially an AA tower. These citizens are taking too long to get to their drop-off point. I'm going to build another settlement. I'm going to build 2 more farms and then call it quits on making food.
Ready. Okay.
Let's see if I can put one right here. Yep, looks like it.
Right away.
And that will result in some idle villagers. Oh hey, only one. That was a clean cut.
Okay.
15% gather rate. That'll increase my economy's strength.
How can I help?
Right away.
Ready.
Time to harvest this iron.
Okay.
Now my economy is really buzzing.
Ready.
And I think that this is a good time to check on my stream chat. Oh, by the way, you guys, I almost forgot to mention. I do have a Discord server. I'm going... Oh, whoops. Yes, I do have a Discord server. I'm going to put a permanent link into the description of this stream. And let's continue. I also have a Facebook page for anyone who searches hard enough. They can probably find that as well.
Right away.
So yeah, these guys are going to populate that iron mine, and then the next group of 5 are probably going to actually harvest the iron.
Ready.
That's an idle villager. That's not a good thing. You'll notice that I'm putting more than 6 citizens on each mine. I'm basically doing that to ensure that I have enough to populate the mine without wasting any time on actually building the citizens. The mine is constantly producing even if it's populated. Yeah, I think 5 farms is plenty of food for now.
Ready.
That'll definitely drive the price of food pretty low.
Right away.
Excuse me. That just sort of came out of nowhere.
Okay. How can I help?
Ready.
I think I'll build a settlement right there. It's not only going to benefit my stone miners, it'll also benefit the wood loggers. And from there, the stone mine will, in fact, benefit my entire economy. See, the market makes all of this really easy. It turns any economy that's struggling to get on its feet into an economy that can turn whatever into whatever. Okay, like for example, let's say you've got 10 stone mines and you've only got 1 gold mine. That kind of sucks, so you're not going to be able to build any tanks. Oh wait, we've got a market. So let's turn that let's turn that stone into iron. Oh wait, we don't have any food. Except we do. We don't have any wood. Except we do. Oh hey, it looks like I was wrong about only being gold and iron that get the population bonus. It's also stone. That's cool.
Ready?
Okay.
How can I help? Right away. Ready?
Okay. Ready.
Ready? How can I help? Ready? 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 Right away.
I got impatient there.
How can I help? How can I help?
And there too.
Okay.
I think that there might be at least one more mine somewhere,
Right away.
but I'm not seeing it anywhere. I'm not seeing it on my map.
Ready?
Okay. Ready.
Oh hey, looks like I can age up.
How can I help? Okay.
Right away.
How can I help? Ready.
And that one has 6.
How can
That
I
one
help?
has 6. Beautiful. Since wood is a non-renewable resource, I suppose I should populate my granaries.
Ready. How can I help? Ready. Right away.
And one more. Control 1. Now all the town centers are set to the first hotkey. Now I'm in the digital age. Increase citizen attack and citizen hit points. I don't need that right now, because if I waste any resources on any frivolous activities, then that's going to slow me down enough and I'll end up losing the game anyway.
Ready?
I kind of want to get the Molotov upgrade, but again, that wouldn't help me increase my resource production, so I'm not going. What I am going to do is check out whether my opponent has, what my opponent is building, how he's doing, whether he's up to pace or not. Because I'm already in the digital age, I don't know if he is or isn't.
How can I help? Ready. How can I help?
How can I help?
Alright, so he hasn't started building enough troops to not know what to do with them. Looks like he's still in the atomic age.
We are under attack.
And he's got an AA gun. Okay.
As you command.
And that was 100 gold and iron wasted. The best way to see if he is in the digital age or not is to check his capital, because that's what my capital looks like. And his capital is... that is what a modern age capital looks like. If it looks the same as mine, then he's in the digital age. If not, then he's not. He's behind.
As you command. We are under attack.
Alternatively, that might be a good second. Yeah, he's still in the modern age.
Ready.
How can I help?
How can I help?
How can I help?
Okay. Right away. Okay. How can I help?
How can I help?
Right away.
Ready? How can I help?
Oh, I get what's going on here. The first forge patch just got depleted. And any minute now, the second forge patch should get depleted as well.
Okay.
As you command.
Ready? Okay.
I'm building that university so that I have it available when it's time to research the enhanced healing of spaceships upgrade. He's Italy, so he's going to be building helicopters and infantry. Not a whole lot of tanks or anti-tank, nor a whole lot of building destruction equipment. Which by all rights he really shouldn't bother with anyway, because he's going to be using spaceships. And I can age up again. Let's see. Increase building hit points. Looks like it only costs food, wood, and stone, so I can probably buy that. Iron, though, I can't really spare any. My strategy is to get as many woodcutters as I can. That way I can use them to populate my mines into a more productive facility. That reminds me, I'm already onto the Nano Age, so let's check my stream chat. Yeah, only looks like one person's watching. No sweat. I could build a cyber factory and get it ready to start rolling out the upgrades for my cybers, but I really am not going to bother with cybers in this fight.
Ready. Okay.
How can I help?
And I just hit Nano Age for realsies. The plus citizen speed upgrade is pretty useful, in spite of the fact that it takes... Oh, it only takes food and wood. And my foraging plants run out. If I were to put a farm there, would it be able to fit if I took out the tents there? It looks like it. And these two will go help build it. And these 8 will populate it. I think a temple will do it for getting to the space age. Hydroponics.
As you command.
Let's see if the enemy's gotten to the cyber age yet. I should set these to hotkey number 2 so I can go back to them quickly. Why are these guys going all the way over here? That doesn't make sense. almost there. Just need a little more food.
We are under attack.
Looks like they are of the space age. No, not the space age, the digital age, but the Jackal fighter indicates that they're still in the digital age. They're not even in the nano age yet. And we're going to the space age. I think now's a good time to check on my stream chat again. Whoever's there hasn't responded. Sad face. Hang on, I gotta take this. And I'm back. So I'm going to just send these citizens over here so that when the time comes, they're ready to build the space dock. Shout out to LGJ, who is currently watching my stream. You're the best. Come on, come on, come on. Any second now. I can research mind control. Interesting. Yay, I'm at the space age now. 0G engineer, that increases the space dock heal rate. Time to send these guys to build a dock. The next group of citizens shall be used to build a teleporter. My hospital shall research damage control. And I'm about to get a whole lot of idle villagers. 15, 32, 48. 48 to be exact. Looks like the space dock's built. Now, hopefully, my enemy is still in the nano age, or hopefully maybe even the blah blah blah. Hopefully, they're in the digital age, or at least they're behind enough to be in the nano age. I'm going to just spam these space docks. If the enemy's already in the space age, well, my ship is going to be toast.
Captain to the bridge. Engage engines.
Let's give that guy a range upgrade. You can buy any combination of 5 of these upgrades, and what I usually do is all about with each upgrade you can. Okay, I said that you can buy any combination of 5, but you can only buy up to 2 of any one upgrade. So, for example, you cannot buy 3 range upgrades. What I usually do with the space capital ships is I will buy 2 range upgrades so that he can hit more of the planet's surface, then 2 attack upgrades and 1 speed upgrade, because if I've succeeded in suppressing the enemy to where he can't build a space dock, then there's not a whole lot of need for the health upgrade. So instead, I'll just keep the speed upgrade.
Lay in a course.
Looks like they're in the nano age, but
Be under attack.
whether or not they're in the space age is to be determined. That's a lot of Stinger soldiers. I couldn't tell, but I don't think that they're in the space age.
Captain to the bridge. Lay in a course. Engage engines.
Remember when I mentioned that there was going to be a whole lot of idle villagers? I wasn't kidding. All these farms are now managing themselves. They're producing food without me having to worry about it. So I think I will garrison them into a town center. Ah, that's just a helicopter. And there's the capital. Well, let's not stop there, let's keep going. That's a lot of idle villagers. They're not going to be idle anymore. Excuse me.
Quarters. Lay in a course. Captain to the bridge.
My worst nightmare at this point would be for the enemy to get to the space age and start building space turrets or even a space dock. Because this is a hard mode opponent. The only advantage I've got at this moment is the fact that I'm in the space age and he's not.
Captain to the bridge.
Let's buy another range upgrade. Now, these upgrades which I purchase are a general upgrade, so they apply to all of the capital ships. I'm not interested in that. The reason I selected that particular upgrade was because the hotkey for the hotkey for citizens is C, but the hotkey for that particular upgrade apparently is X. Similarly, the populate hotkey is G, but the hotkey to select a capital or town center is H. I'm basically making typos with my hotkeys. Doesn't look like there's a whole lot of action going on. Which makes sense, because even my people are far enough from the edge of the planet to not get bombardment from the space capital ship. I should have chosen a smaller map for this to work. Looks like I might actually have to risk it and build a few space carriers for a fighter invasion. On the other hand, maybe I can do this. Yeah, I'm going to put some troops on put some citizens on the enemy planet. I should set the teleported hotkey number 8.
Captain to the bridge. Engage engines. General quarters.
There's pretty much no way for the enemy to get out of this blockade. And looks like we've been discovered. Bye-bye, A10. The kind of sucky thing for Italy is that since they're already in the Nano Age, they can't rebuild that A10. Let's just upgrade that missile tower. I see that they've got a tower right there. But my towers are better.
Captain to the bridge. General quarters. Lay in a course. Captain to the bridge. Engage engines. General quarters. Lay in a course.
Oh, looks like we got company.
General quarters. We
What are you guys doing? Let's see if I can get those helicopters. Looks like I can't.
We are under attack.
He must be shooting at my airport.
Captain to the bridge. Engage engines.
What to build, what to build. I said that I wasn't going to bother with using any of this, but at the time I didn't realize that my opponent was going to be literally outside of the range of my capital ships. Let's start setting up for an army. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go to my space docks and have them build a space carrier. At the same time, I'm going to send in the dog fighters, and they're going to attempt to clear the way for my enemy's dog fighters. That term coming from the fact that when two airplanes fight one another, it's called a dogfight for some reason.
Captain to the bridge. General quarters.
They've got guardians. They don't have watchmen. They're probably not going to... They're still in the Nano Age, I believe.
Captain to the bridge.
There's an ironic thing here. The Centurion tank literally survived a devastating beam of death.
Ready land stations. Aye, aye, sir.
I should build a hospital, that way they have a place... My troops have a place to retreat, should I actually decide to build troops.
Ready flight deck. Aye, aye, sir. All systems green. Get ready targets.
And they're in the space age. this was a terrible idea.
Ready flight stations.
But I needed to learn their troops out so that I could get them. Oh shit.
General quarters. Lay in a course. General quarters. Course.
That's a lot of citizens.
Waiting orders. Waiting orders. All hands to station. Aye, aye, sir. Ready weapons. Give me targets. Affirmative.
Do you think the enemy has enough citizens? My goodness.
All hands to station. Captain to the bridge. Give me a target. Captain to the bridge.
Are they building any more docks? Probably.
General quarters.
That's random.
Engage engines. Captain to the bridge.
Are they actually able to get this space transport out? They must have a second space dock somewhere. Probably in the northern region where my people aren't covering
Lay in a
it.
course.
That's what I thought.
Engage engines. Captain to the bridge. Lay in a course. General quarters.
So I'm up against Italy. Let's check the book here real quick. What special abilities does Italy have? Do they have the range increase? And their towers have the range bonus.
Captain to the bridge. Engage engines. General quarters. Lay in a course. Captain to the bridge. General quarters. Engage engines. Captain to the bridge. General quarters.
He thought he was safe, but he was wrong.
Captain to the bridge. Engage engines. General quarters. Captain to the bridge. Lay in a course.
We are under attack.
General quarters. Engage engines. Lay in a course. Engage engines. Lay in a course. Engage engines.
One capital ship is all that's needed to take out a space turret, as long as the capital ship's out of reach.
Captain to the bridge. General quarters.
Now, if my opponent is actually smart enough to get the range upgrade on their space turrets, then my plan has failed. My god, look at all these troops. The funny thing is, for some reason, the AI absolutely adores heavy mortars, but they actually kind of suck.
General quarters. Lay the course.
So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to build a couple cyber laboratories.
Ready flight deck. Ready flight station.
Yeah, all four of these are going to start spitting out Fury cybers. Now, as for what a Fury cyber is, it basically walks up to you and punches you. But in the age of lasers and guns, you would think, oh, just shoot it, right? Except that if you do that, it blows up in your face and kills you. That is way too many Stinger soldiers.
Captain to the bridge. Engage engine. General quarters. Lay the course.
This is a Fury cyber. It's not as big as some of the other cybers that we saw the enemy be using. Let's do a teleporter raid. Kaboom. Each heavy mortar, I did get a good chance to look at the cost of a heavy mortar, but it costs gold, and I just cost them that much gold.
Captain to the bridge.
What I really should be focusing on is all those Stinger soldiers. They are the bane of my space fighter's existence.
Ready flight station. General quarters. Captain to the bridge.
I'm not quite so worried about those Hyperions, but they could be knocked down a peg or two as well. So, this looks like it's going to end up being quite a long game. So, let's check my stream chat. Lennon Hickton. Cool. We've already been streaming for over an hour. That's great.
General quarters. Ready flight deck. All hands to stations.
The only really effective way that a full carrier or three of these space fighters would be able to get through that screen of Stinger soldiers would be if I had several carriers full of them and they just sort of swarmed. That's like it basically looks like a swarm of angry bees when that happens. You know what? That is an excellent idea. I have 26,000 food.
Ready flight deck. Captain to the bridge.
See, the problem with what I'm trying to do, I'm trying to use the devastating beam of death on the enemy's infantry, but my enemy is Italy, and their infantry... Oh. I was about to say their infantry has improved hit points, but looks like I'm wrong on that area.
Ready flight station.
Now, another good alternative would be to help that swarm out by sending in planetary fighters. Oh, that's just not fair. The enemy's smart. He's using planetary fighters, which are basically the only thing that... He gotta dock up. My cat is asking to go out, so I think I shall let her out. I'm back, but looks like we got another space ship.
Captain to the bridge.
I should have known that they would be putting it in the same usual spot.
General quarters. Engage engines. Captain to the bridge.
Sorry if I seem a little distracted, I am also playing with my cat.
Support. Ready land stations.
You gonna just ignore the dot? Alright, fine. I'll go back to what I was doing then. Meow. Here in a few minutes, my cat will start meowing at me because I ignored her.
Ready flight deck. Aye, aye, sir.
Let's see. I should be able to to send in another... Oh! I think I might be able to kill all these Stinger soldiers. Let's build a cyber factory. And build a Pandora. Because Pandora is anti-infantry. But you know what? I'm gonna do it anyway. The problem with trench mortars is that they absolutely suck at actually hitting your opponent if he's micromanaging. Good god, look at this watchman. He's like 9 feet tall. He's like one of those super battle droids. That is a lot of critters. Upgrade to Pandora 2.
Ready flight deck. General quarters. Captain to the bridge.
I'm trying my very best to do what's basically planetary bombardment before I launch the official invasion force.
Captain to the bridge. General quarters. Captain to the bridge.
The fact that it takes 2 shots for what amounts to this game's equivalent of a Death Star, that's impressive.
Captain to the bridge.
Those helicopters are annoying. That is what Pandora looks like. He's got a couple of base boxes, and this is what he looks like when he attacks. Yeah, kind of impressive. He is absolutely the tank. Oh, now you want to go out? Well, my enemy isn't going anywhere, so I think now for realsies, I will let my cat out.
General quarters. Engage engines. Captain to the bridge. Clear course.
I own a black cat. She is the most crazy thing that you've ever seen. She's going outside where it's really hot. Let's check the temperature here. I'm gonna give my weather app a chance to load up.
Stations. Captain to the bridge.
Apparently my weather app doesn't want to load up. Yeah, I don't think that I'm going to be able to soften them up any more than they are now. Not if I'm going to do this in a timely fashion. You guys see what I mean about a swarm of angry bees?
Engines to full. Affirmative. Ready weapon. Engines to full.
And they just wreck anything that they encounter.
Engines to full. Affirmative. Ready alert. Engines to full. Affirmative. Engines to full.
Alright, let's take out that airport, because it's going to be a nuisance if it starts launching fighters. Oh, that Tempest is even worse. It can summon a storm that will wipe out everything that I've got right now. I swear, this reminds me of D-Day, in which I'm losing tons of fighters, but I'm making huge progress.
Enemy at target. Affirmative. Engines to full.
Yeah, it looks like it's gonna take a lot more than one invasion to take him out.
We are under attack.
Enemy at target. Captain to the bridge. General quarters. General quarters.
Their Hyperions are extremely tough for some reason. If I want to take out their army, I will probably have to use either the Zeus Cyber, which is anti-cyber. I will have to use the Minotaur Cyber, which is anti-tank. Or I'll have to break down and build a siege factory to build anti-tanks. Alternatively, I could probably build a few Poseidon Cybers to steal their Cybers. Another good alternative would be to just break down and build a couple of space transports and send an army or three their way.
General quarters.
So the Stinger soldiers took the chunk out of my army that I expected it to,
Captain to the bridge.
but I wasn't expecting to take such heavy casualties even after the Stinger soldiers were dealt with.
Cargo bay locked. Ready to go.
Holy crap, my loggers have gone to work. My best bet, if I do decide to go the invasion route, is to work with a whole bunch of barracks. And siege factories. What? They've got... Ah! They've got two of them.
Captain to the bridge. Lay in a course. Engage in general quarters. Lay in a course.
I now have an army that I need to take care of.
We are under attack. We are under attack.
General quarters. All systems green.
He's cunning.
General quarters. Engage engine. Lay in a course.
We are under attack. We are under attack. We are under attack.
Captain to the bridge. Engage engines. Ready flight stations. Give me a target. Affirmative. Ready for target. Engines to full. Affirmative. Ready for target.
We are under attack.
Looks like all is well for now.
Awaiting orders. Awaiting orders. Awaiting orders. Roger that.
I love how my enemies sent an army over, which prompted me to build an army of my own, but I was going to do that anyway, so it didn't really matter.
We are under attack.
Well, that was a bust.
Give me a target. Ready flight deck. Give me a target. 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 Engines to full.
You see what I mean when I said that
Ready weapons.
that these fighters looked like a horde of angry wasps?
Ready weapons. Affirmative.
And there's still room for more.
We are under attack.
General quarters.
Really?
Captain to the bridge.
That's never gonna work with such a small group.
Ready to place the stations. Ready to place the stations.
Let's check my stream chat. Oh hey, we've got 3 people who are watching now. Awesome, this is a record. Wait, I didn't pause in the first place. Why am I pausing now?
Cargo bay is locked.
What do you need?
Might as well send these Ares cybers in as well.
Standing by.
I can't believe I still have room in there.
Awaiting orders.
Cargo bay is locked. Standing by. Ready to land stations.
Are they building up north? No, they're just putting their troops there.
General quarters. Cargo bay is locked.
Ready, sir. Go ahead. Go ahead. Sir?
Roger that.
Looks like that transport's full.
Ready to go. Roger that. Ready to place the stations.
Thanks.
Standing by. Cargo bay is locked.
Ready, sir.
Ready to go. Standing by.
What's going on? This space transport's not full.
Ready to go.
That was weird.
Ready, sir.
Roger. Cargo bay is locked. Standing by.
Alright, and then this one's full.
Cargo bay is locked.
Now for this one.
Roger that.
Wasn't there a third transport Yep.
Roger that.
Ready, sir.
Ready to go. Roger that. Ready to place the stations.
Well, isn't that just lovely?
Laying a course. Cargo bay is locked.
Under attack.
General quarters. Captain to the bridge.
Stand your ground, officer.
Engage engines. Laying a course. Standing by. Cargo bay is locked.
We are under attack.
Roger that.
We are under attack.
Captain to the bridge. General quarters.
The enemies are getting frisky.
We are under attack.
I know that they've got at least one airport, so I'm going to send my Furies over there.
We are under attack.
Ooh, I think I heard a nuke. And the airport just blew itself up. You know, as much economic destruction as I wreaked just by killing the citizens, they wreaked it even harder on themselves because a nuclear bomber is really expensive. And without an airport, the nuclear bomber just sort of dies. And the nuke basically killed its own airport, so it killed itself.
Captain to the bridge.
That is a lot of space fighters.
Standing by. Cargo bay is locked. Roger that. Ready to go. Roger that. By. Cargo bay is locked. Standing by.
And now for the real Normandy invasion.
Roger that.
I can actually afford all of these upgrades since I don't have to worry about whether or not my enemy is able to hit me with the space age ships.
Standing by.
I know for a fact that it's not going to happen that way.
Roger that. Ready plated. All systems green. Ready weapon. Give me a target. Cargo bay is locked. Ready to go.
Talk about chaos!
Engines to full. Affirmative. Give me a target. Give me a target. Engines to full. Affirmative. Engines to full. Affirmative. Ready my target. Affirmative. Engines to full. Affirmative.
That beach invasion was a lot more useful than the troops who died could have implied. What happened with it was it got the enemy's army all in one place, so they were able to be destroyed by my fighter squadron. My fighters are running out of fuel, and that is perfectly fine.
Ready for target.
We are under attack.
Engines to full. Ready weapons.
We are under attack.
Give me a target. Affirmative. Ready flight deck. Give me a target. Engines to full. Give me a target. Give me a target. Affirmative. Ready weapons. Engines to full. Ready flight stations. Give me a target. Affirmative. Ready weapons. Engine. Affirmative. Engines to full. Give me a target. Ready flight deck. Give me a target. Affirmative. Engines to full.
We are under attack.
Ready weapons. Give me a target. Flight deck.
We are under attack.
Give me a target. Ready a target.
We are under attack.
Ready weapons. Give me a target. Affirmative. Captain to the bridge.
We are under attack.
All hands to stations. General quarters. Ready weapons.
We are under attack. We are under attack.
Hmm. 33,000? I don't think I have enough wood.
Ready flight stations. Cargo bay locked. Roger that.
I feel like giving myself the upper hand in terms of being able to beat the enemy, what that did, it didn't necessarily guarantee my victory, it just guaranteed that I wouldn't lose.
Roger that.
Ready all hands to stations.
Maybe if I attacked from a different direction, it'd be easier.
All systems green. All hands to stations. Ready flight deck.
Somehow I suspect that if I wait for the enemy to die on the vine, I'll end up getting bored long before that happens.
Roger that.
Cargo bay is
I'm going to build actual bombers. You want stuff to get done? These are the guys who you send in.
All hands to station. Ready weapons. Affirmative. Engines to full. Ready weapons. Give me a target.
We're under attack.
Give me a target. Ready weapons. Give me a target. Affirmative. Engines to full.
Yes, sir. Sir, yes, sir.
Where'd my bomber go?
Affirmative.
Ready a target. Affirmative.
That's why I wasn't shooting back.
Awaiting orders.
Give me a target. Engines to full. Affirmative. Engines to full. All hands to stations.
Let's check this stream.
Standing by. Affirmative. Go ahead. Roger. Standing by.
Ready flight deck. Aye, aye, sir.
Did it really just take... Did one of those really just take 2 of my bombers?
Ready by target. Ready by target. Affirmative. Engines default. Ready by target.
Well, no wonder I'm having so much trouble. Their AA towers are tougher.
Standing by.
Ready by target. Engines default.
Standing by. Affirmative.
We are under attack.
Go ahead.
Ready weapons. Affirmative.
Go ahead. Affirmative.
We are under attack.
Go ahead. Standing by.
We are under attack.
Ready weapons. Affirmative.
Go ahead. Affirmative.
We are under attack.
Standing by. Go ahead.
We are under attack. We are under attack.
We've successfully worn down the enemy enough that it doesn't appear that they're actually sending any more troops out.
Ready flight deck. Aye, aye, sir. Give me a target. Affirmative. Ready weapons. Engines default.
Go ahead. Standing by. Roger.
Sorry if I've just suddenly gone quiet, you guys. I basically lost patience with this game and I'm focusing on finishing it as quickly as possible. Which obviously is not very quickly at all.
We are under attack.
Give me your targets.
Roger. Go ahead. Affirmative.
We are under attack.
Standing by. Standing by. Affirmative.
Ready weapons. Affirmative. Ready weapons. Give me a target. Engines to full.
We are under attack. Awaiting orders. 10-4. Awaiting orders. We are under attack.
And that was a nuke.
Go ahead. Affirmative. Roger.
We are under attack.
Standing by.
Ready, sir. We are under attack.
Affirmative. Standing by. Roger.
I think I'll check the stream chat.
Go ahead.
We are under attack. Awaiting orders.
Go ahead.
You'll probably notice that I haven't upgraded my B-52 to the Titan bomber yet. That's because, well, I mean, quite frankly, the B-52 is good enough so far. Long ago, remember when I was talking about how I'm not gonna need stone because towers are useless? Yeah, that was quite a long time ago, and that information is sorely out of date by now.
All hands to station.
Standing by. Standing by. Affirmative.
We are under attack.
Roger. Affirmative.
Ready, sir. Under attack. Awaiting orders. As you command.
Go ahead. Standing by.
Ready, sir. And for.
Standing by. Go ahead. Standing by. Affirmative.
Ready, sir. And for. Awaiting orders.
Go ahead. Affirmative. Standing by. Roger. Affirmative. Go ahead. Roger.
We are under attack.
Standing by. Affirmative. Go ahead. Roger. Standing by. Go ahead. Go standing by. Affirmative.
Awaiting orders. And for.
And check the stream chat.
Go ahead.
Awaiting orders.
Okay, time to upgrade the B-52. That town center should have been killed, and it wasn't.
Go ahead. Affirmative. Go ahead. Standing by. Roger. Affirmative.
Ready, flight deck.
Standing by. Roger. Affirmative.
What the hell? That is a lot of villagers.
Go ahead.
I'll bet the enemy is out of carbon. The enemy's out of carbon deposits. Yes, that means they're out of wood.
Standing by.
All hands to stations. All systems green.
Standing by. Affirmative.
We are under attack.
Ready, sir.
We are under attack.
Yes, Commander. Give me a target. Ready weapons. Engines to full. Yes, Commander.
Standing by. Go ahead.
We are under attack. We are under attack.
Starting to look like I might be able to finally send some people over to steal the enemy mines.
We are under attack. We are under attack.
Yes, Commander. In forward.
Standing by. Roger, go ahead. Standing by. Go ahead. Affirmative. Standing by.
Give me a targets. Affirmative. Yes, Commander.
Did my atomic bomber get shot down?
Go ahead. Standing by.
We are under attack.
Roger.
Nope, it just got injured.
We are under attack.
Standing by. Roger, go ahead. Affirmative. Standing by. Roger, go ahead. Affirmative.
Ready weapons. Affirmative. General quarters. Ready weapons. Engines to full. General quarters. Reinforce. Engage engines.
Standing by.
Ready flight deck.
Man, the level of destruction on this planet is just absolutely insane. either my nuclear bomber can or can't be able to take out the enemy AA gun all by itself. If it can, great. If it can't, I lost a bunch of resources. Looks like it can, but there's too many others.
Yes, Commander.
That was a bust.
All hands to station. Aye, aye, sir. Ready weapons. Ready weapons. Get me a target.
Standing by.
Ready flight deck. Aye, aye, sir. Get me a target. Affirmative.
Standing by. Standing by. Affirmative.
Give me a target.
Standing by. Go ahead. Go ahead. Standing by. Affirmative. Go ahead. Roger. Standing by. Affirmative.
Standing by.
Go ahead. Ready, sir. Awaiting orders.
Ready to go. Ready weapons.
We are under attack.
Go ahead. Affirmative. Standing by.
Ready flight to stations.
I'm streaming, why? Alright guys, real life calls, and I'm going to have to cut it off here. This has already gone way longer than it was supposed to anyway. Alright, thank you everyone who has joined me today. I really appreciate you watching my stream, and I'm sorry that I couldn't keep this keep this going on longer as though it were a Q&A, but really I must the stream has already gone on for 2.5 hours. That's already going to make it kind of difficult for my viewer audience to watch this video afterwards, yeah, I'm gonna cut here. Thank you for